Hey y'all, it's Cindy Cobb with Around the Town in the South, and I'm sitting here with one of my favorite people, Malcolm White.
And where are we?
We are at Howlin' Miles, and we're in the back room. What's this room called?
This used to be the brewery.
This used to be the brewery.
When we had a beer operation, and it's sort of the ante room that goes with the courtyard. So the courtyard's there, and then there's this space, and it leads into the restaurant. So
well, we did the
we still call it
courtyard
the brewery.
last time because it was really pretty outside.
Right.
Today it's raining, so we don't want our hair to get messed up, do we?
Well, it wouldn't take much to mess up mine. You, on the other hand, it's a big operation.
It'd be
You got
curly,
all that.
curly.
That's some big hair.
Actually, this room, I have had several high school reunions in from Clinton High School. It's a perfect size. I absolutely
Yep.
love it.
We have a lot of parties. This room, after it was a brewery, became a real special events space, and people rent it for receptions, reunions, celebrations. And then when the weather's nice, you go out the two double doors out into the courtyard, which is our New Orleans style courtyard.
And it is so nice. If you've never been, you've got to come. The food is absolutely delicious. Hey, y'all, sorry I may be a little bit wobbly with my phone today. We had a little bit of technical difficulty, but we've got it because we've got our selfie stick now.
That's
so
right.
when we went live several months ago, when was that you had the
news conference.
Yeah, when
It's
was
been
that?
a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember the date.
I don't either.
It's too much detail for
It
me.
is.
But we were on the courtyard. We announced
courtyard.
the details.
Mm-hmm.
We announced the theme, the date. The Grand Marshal, Robert St. John, was here, who's our Grand Marshal. Jill Connor Brown was here. We announced the reunion of the Sweet Potato Queens to the parade. We announced the theme, 2019, a magical mystery tour. And
which
we
I
announced
love.
the new date. You know, those of you who haven't been keeping up, we moved from the traditional third Saturday in March. Now we're on the fourth Saturday in March. So this year, 2019, it's March the 23rd, which is 2 months from
today. And that's why I wanted to have it today, excuse me, because a lot of things are happening. I know you got your website done. People are going online and they're booking for their floats and everything.
I just got a
wanted to
check.
make sure.
Somebody handed me a check out front for a float.
Oh, wow. See,
registration.
there you go. So I just wanted to talk. I told you we'd go live before the event, just to kind of talk about it, let you know what's going on. And then, of course, we'll be out here the day of the event vlogging. So how's everything coming along as far as how many floats? Are y'all up to par? Everybody's in? How's that working?
Well, the Children's Hospital takes care of all float registration, so they know more of the details than I do. But you know, we only allow 50 floats, 50 motorized vehicles, and I would say we're probably 2/3 of the way there, and that's about right. That's about normal for 2 months out. We'll be at maximum. We'll have 50 motorized vehicles. Another thing we're really pushing for this year with the date change is to get more marching bands.
Oh, okay.
So we hope to be announcing soon the names of some of the marching bands that will be joining us. So we're really looking forward to having more marching bands.
Yes. So what's the qualifications? Just to enter, or how does that work?
Well, a group can enter just by claiming that they're a group. A float can enter by qualifying to meet all the safety regulations that a float must meet. Individuals can just say, I want to be in the parade, and show up and be in the parade. They can make a donation to Larry Batson Hospital for Children. And oh, by the way, I want to say
that.
this. Dr. Batson just passed away.
Yes, I saw that.
And we are so touched by his work and continue to be so fortunate to continue working with the hospital and to have known Dr. Batson and to have his family involved in the parade over the years. But anyway, he was a really special man, and we're really delighted to continue in his memory and for the sake of the children there to continue to raise money and raise awareness for the Batson Hospital for Children. And they have a massive construction project going on up there right now. They're expanding, like doubling the Children's Hospital space, so that's exciting.
Which is very exciting. And for those of you who are watching it over there in North Carolina, this parade is a lot of fun. Y'all been doing it for 30-something years.
Yeah, this is 36, I believe.
36 years. But the money that's raised goes to our only children's hospital in the state of Mississippi. That's what he is referring to, and the founder of the hospital passed away. But that's what I love about it, is that it's a way to come out and have fun and give back to something that our hospital affects almost every, person in Mississippi, because at some point somebody they know is there.
Well, the thing about children's hospitals in general, I mean St. Jude's and others that you may have heard of, you may not have heard of, is that their mission is to provide health care for all children regardless of their parents' ability to pay. So it's health care for all children. It's a magnificent concept. That's why they have to raise money all the time, because some people can pay, some people can't pay. So they have a continuous fundraising projects going on. They're building buildings, they're buying new equipment, they're hiring staff. A lot of the kids who go into the hospital stay there for much of their lives.
They never leave.
So they have a school, which people don't know, and many times we've donated our proceeds for art supplies in the school because, of course, I'm the director of the Arts Commission. But anyway, it's a magical and important place, and we're very honored to be able to participate in our proceeds going to the Blair Batson Children's.
So in the past, let's talk about the proceeds for a second. Do y'all give them a check every year? How does that work?
Yeah, we give them a check every year. Jill gives them a check every year. Jill has always dedicated her fundraising arm also to Batson Hospital for Children. So, I might give them a $30,000 check, and Jill might give them a $50,000 check. I might give 20 one year, she may give 30. It's however much we can raise, and people say, well, how do you raise money? It's a million different ways. People make donations, some of the proceeds from the float registration, some of Jill's auctions. It's a combination of things that equal the amount of money. And so anyway, and we think it's great that we can raise money, but we're not so much focused on the money as we are in telling the story of the Batson Hospital for Children.
Absolutely, and that's what excites me too, because we've done things where we was talking about Jill. I was in her parade the first year, and I walked the sidelines and took up money. That was a lot of fun. In saying that, we're going to get back to the St. Patrick's Day parade. This is the largest parade in the United States, is what I've read.
Well,
for St. Paddy's Day.
I don't know about that. Here's what I know: it is the largest and most unique St. Paddy's parade in our part of the world. If you go to Savannah, Georgia, they have a giant parade. If you go to Chicago, they have a giant parade. If you go to New York, they have a giant parade. But those are all in very large urban cities. Our parade, for the size of community, is far and away the largest and the most unique. At one point, we were, I think, the fourth largest in the country. We got up to the third largest.
Wow.
And now I don't really know where we are, but that was often one of the things that was talked about, was our size. And it is incredible. I mean, it draws 75,000 people to downtown Jackson, and it's remarkable. And people come from everywhere, and it's a lot of fun. But we're not focused on how much money and how many people. We're focused on having a good time, celebrating the culture of Jackson and Mississippi, and being a partner to the Batson Hospital for Children.
So I know there's a lot of events going on that day. You've got the pet parade, you've got the children's parade, are you having the run this year?
There's a run, right.
And then the music festival?
Yeah, there's a street dance afterwards out in front of Hal & Mal's, and this year we're doing a Beatles tribute band called Yesterday. So there'll be a whole, like an hour and a half set of Beatles music, because our theme is Magical Mystery Tour.
Okay.
And Robert St. John is a huge Beatles fan, and he's the Grand Marshal. So in honor of Robert, we're having his music.
Robert.
So we're having Yesterday, which is the name of the Beatles tribute band. We also have the Blues Boys, who've been performing in this parade and in Jill's parade forever.
They're great.
We have Mustache the Band, which is a great country music band that does all kinds of great stylistic stuff, and people love to dance to them. And also Southern Comfort Brass Band. So we have a brass band, a country band, a Beatles tribute band, and an R&B soul, sort of a Blues Brother band. So we got lots of music for everybody, and it's a fun time. It's a dance, it's a party. It's not a concert. It's not like, going to Thalia-Mara and getting a chair and sitting in it. This is a big old street party, and we have food, and we have drinks, and we have costumes, and we have live music, and we have all kind of stuff. We got queens, kings, wannabes. We got O-Tuck Society. We got.
That's a pretty cool thing too, by the way.
We've got all the marching groups, the Crew of Kazoos, the Green Ladies. There's just hundreds of these organizations In New Orleans, they call them crews. In Mobile, they call them crews. We just call them fun organizations. So anyway, there's lots of entertainment. Starts on Friday night. We march from Cathead Brewery up to Howland Mouse in a little informal street parade, and then on
What
Saturday,
time will that be?
I believe that's around 6.
You can just show up for that?
Yeah, anybody can just show up in a
Okay.
funny costume, a hat, anything you
I
want.
might wear my pink party hat. It's time to pull
Wear
that
your
thing
pink-
out.
Hadn't seen it in a while.
I
Hadn't seen it in
know,
a
it's
while.
time to pull it
Time
out.
to get it out.
Well, I know I'm so excited, and with the lineup, he has such a great memory. I had to write all this stuff down. I guess because you do it every day, but
It's there.
I love this parade. I've missed this parade one time in the last 9 years since I moved home. Actually, 10 years.
You had to go to a conference or something.
I had to go
didn't
to a conference in. You have a great memory. I had to go to a conference in Louisiana, and I had to miss one, so I won't be missing this one. I hope I never miss any more again.
Don't ever
because
miss
they're so
this.
important. It's important not only for what you just talked about with the hospital, but the money that it brings in to our entire
yeah.
area, not just in downtown Jackson. You have parties all over that day in Madison, Ridgeland, Flowood, everywhere.
Everywhere. Lakeland Drive, Rankin County, Madison County, Hinds County. The economic impact, this is interesting. We haven't done a survey in a while, but we did an economic impact study a few years ago, and we found that it's between $7 and $10 million of new money comes into the Jackson, Hinds, Madison, Flowood, Ridgeland, the metro area.
Right.
$10 million of new money flows in that weekend.
Wow, that's awesome, because all the hotels and the food and the restaurants, and listen, this is not just an adult thing. Like you said, there's a kid thing. Last year, I actually was over there by the where they had the kids parade. What is that building?
It's by Thalia-Mara Hall.
Yes, and they had the prep
In the
parade
Museum
too.
of Art. It's over
And
in that area of town.
that was just awesome. My nephews and nieces loved it. I had my niece come in from Dallas, Texas. She brought her kids,
Right.
and we had a blast over there. So last year was a little bit different for me, but it was great. So just know this is family-oriented thing. Come and check it out. It's so much fun. Stay and eat and have fun. Get online, register your teams. And if you can't come, like I said, you can donate. I'm sure there's a donate button on your
sure.
website. I've got your website on here on the description. We'll be doing more of this between now and then, because this is one of the events that I absolutely love, and I thank you for all that you do for Mississippi. Not just thank you for all that you do.
2 months.
In 2
We're
months
2 months away.
from today, which, by the way, I had to remind you, which
You
was
did.
fun.
I don't keep up.
No, but I did. I said, if we did this 2 months, that'd be great. So listen, y'all, just keep in mind, they've got a Facebook page, they've got a Instagram page. I don't know about Twitter, but they also have a website. If you have any questions, I'm sure you can get in touch with Malcolm anyway.
Tweet us and see what happens.
You have Twitter?
I don't know.
I'll let y'all know if he has Twitter.
I have Twitter
I
at
have
J Malcolm
Twitter.
White. I don't know if the parade does or not.
I have Twitter. I have to go look that up. That's funny. So we want to thank y'all for joining us today. If you have any questions, you want to know the lineup or anything like that, I know that all of the information on the size of the parade, what you can do, what you can't do,
Yeah,
all
all
of
the rules
that's
and
on there.
regulations. Yeah.
Thank you, rules and regulations. Love that. There's already on there for you to know, but if not, they'll be glad to answer your questions. I know last year that was year before last I was with the kids. Last year I was with WJTV throwing beads. Sorry about that, y'all, my memory. Anyway, long story short, I'll be out here. Look for my pink party hat. I'm going to have a blast.
I'll have on a derby.
You will?
Oh, yeah. Derby. For St. Patty's Day.
Of
And I have on
course.
some green stuff, too.
Oh, I'll be lit up with green and with my pink party hat. I have to wear that. Y'all know that. So y'all, thank y'all for joining us today. We're looking forward to this event in 2 months from now. Go on, donate. If you can't come, donate anyway. If you're from another city, wherever, come in for the
see us.
weekend. It's so much fun. The hospitality is awesome. The food here at Howland Mouse is great. Like I said, a lot of that will go on outside and inside here
Right.
of the bands,
That's
right?
right. Oh, yeah.
And the food will be in here. There'll be food trucks outside. Is that
Absolutely.
right? Okay.
Absolutely.
And it's what, $10 to get in?
$10 for all of the street party stuff. Yeah.
That's not the parade, y'all. That's when you come in and you enjoy the music and you eat. And,
Parade's free.
And you have to be 18 to get in, right? To the
Yes.
for
Gotta
the
be
street
18.
parade.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep that in mind because they will be checking IDs. They checked mine last year.
And what'd they find?
And I told them I wasn't showing it to them. It's one of my
They can
friends.
check mine anytime they want to. Because if they're checking my ID, I know I'm still alive.
That's a great point. So y'all stay tuned and thank y'all for joining us and thank you for our sponsors who were able to bring this vlog to y'all. Village Boutique, Madison, Mississippi. I know they come down and enjoy the parade. Danny and that crew. They got a great store up in Madison. Also, Perfect Pooch, who takes care of my little Lacey in the grooming and boarding department. Lisa loves my little puppy. And my puppy loves Lisa, and that's the main thing.
That's a beautiful thing.
She loves to go. And also Kim, Goodson, Crye-Leike Realtors. Thank you so much, y'all. We'll see y'all around the town. Hang on, I've got myself a stick.